Peace, double peace, and cheers, folks. Happy Thursday. Flying Health Coach coming at you. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. It's not over quite yet, right? It's Thursday. We got one more day left before the weekend hits. But regardless, hope you all have had just a good human experience as always, right? You've had a mix of some of those higher vibrational state emotions, right? Your happiness, your calmness, your peacefulness, with hopefully a lower mix of the lower vibrational state emotions, the anger, some sadness, right? Some fear. But point is, you got a good, maybe hopefully good, healthy mix of everything, right? You get that full human experience. Because let's be honest, right? You can't be happy 24/7, 365. A, that's not authentic, and B, it's not fun, if you ask me, right? Because anger and sadness and fear, they're great emotions to have. You have to have them, right? They're powerful motivators, right? I'll do a video someday on like neural associations and neural pathways, right? And how those can kind of promote those pathways to get you from A to B. But for tonight, what I want to focus on is a book that I started reading again. The one book I'm reading right now is Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. If you guys don't follow Tony Robbins, and if you're struggling in life, struggling with motivation, or you're focused on like personal growth and development, look up Tony Robbins. He's been doing this for, God, I think he said, what, 30, almost 30, 40 years now. He's got a lot of great seminars, a lot of great quotes, a lot of great just life help if you're struggling. He's absolutely amazing at what he does when it comes to like motivation and helping you as an individual. But tonight, I want to talk more about the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep, Giving a Fuck, right? By Mark Manson. So The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. I won't keep repeating that because I don't know if this like cancel culture thing can like take place where what I'm doing right now. But anywho, the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep by Mark Manson. If you're not big into reading, this book is a great kind of initial read because it's easy to read, it's comical, but it's also a book that just really makes you think about your life, think about things you care about, and kind of how to tunnel vision to a degree about what you care about, right? Because when I was a health coach for what was it, 7, 8, 9 years? I mean, I talked to thousands of people, and I did. It was thousands of people I talked to, and a majority of them, a lot of them just wanted to talk, But what I noticed throughout these years of coaching people was that, and it was such a common theme, is like, I care about my friends, my family, and this cause and that cause, and this issue, that issue. And I'd ask them, like, well, how do you have enough energy to care about yourself? Like, oh, I give so much to other people and things in my life, I don't have enough energy for me. And we would call that compassion fatigue in the health coaching world, right? Like, you had so much compassion for other things in your life, but you never had enough to give back to yourself. And in turn, that was a disservice to, your social circle and to the world around you, right? Because in my opinion, if you give too many bleeps about other things in your life, you don't have enough energy to give back to yourself, right? At the end of the day, you don't have enough energy to go to the gym, to eat healthy, to, meditate, to do things that fill your cup up, because you're so focused on so many other things in life that you don't have time for yourself anymore. And what happens then, right? You don't have time for yourself. Well, you don't focus on yourself. And when you don't focus on yourself, you're essentially inhibiting the world around you, right? Because you're going to be kind of like a subpar, substandard self of yourself. So that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about giving too many bleeps, i.e., compassion fatigue, right? So in life, and Mark and the subtle art of not giving a bleep, right? He's got the documentary on Prime as well. It's a great documentary, just video, I guess. I don't know what I want to call it right now, but it condenses his book down into like an hour, hour and a half. So if you got some time, definitely look that up and watch it. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's a great way to utilize an hour, hour and a half of your life. But the one thing I love about that is the title can be kind of misconstrued to a degree, right? The subtle art of not giving a bleep. It's not about not caring about anything. It's quite the opposite, right? It's about caring what actually matters to you, right? To your life. Not about your friends, your family, what matters to you, right? What truly matters in your life. In his book, he gives a great example. There was a God, it was I think it was either during the Vietnam War or it was during like World War. I think it was the Vietnam War, but there was a general in Vietnam, and he basically what happened was is that this general in Vietnam, he was so concerned about his country and about his countrymen that he spent, I think it was like 15 or 20 years, with himself and a few other people in the jungle, and he never came out, right? He never believed what was going on in the outside world, and he totally negated everything with the belief that he needed to stick by his country, right? He put such a strong belief there. He gave so many bleeps about that one thing and negated everything else that he wasted 15, 20 years of his life living in the jungle, essentially. Finally came out and then finally learned what was really happening in the world. So there's kind of two sides of the coin, right? Is that either A, you're giving way too many bleeps about too many things in life. You're giving one belief too much of a bleep, too much of a fuck, right? So in life, you have to, I think, you have to find a couple things in life that truly matter to you. And what does truly matter to you, right? Take a second, pause this video, right? Hit pause, right? Write down 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever, 5 things that really, truly matter to you. Things that actually make you feel filled up on the inside, that give you life, that like give you purpose, right? What are those things for your life? Pause the video right now, write those down. Go ahead, I'll wait. And as I wait, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to also shoot me an email, flyinghealthcoach@gmail.com, if you want to talk more about this stuff. So as you wrote those things down, think about what you wrote down and be honest with yourself. What truly matters to you? Again, not what matters to your friends, to your family, to your partner. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. What matters to you? What do you give a fuck about? Right? That's where you should put your energy towards. For me personally, right? What matters to me right now, and this might sound bad to some people, do I care about humanity? Yes. Do I care about what's going on across the world right now? Not really. For me, right? But what do I care about here? I care about myself and my career and my hobbies. I care about my girlfriend. I care about my family and my friends. Three or four things that I care about that I want to put energy towards right now in my life. Because if I do that, I'm going to be living a more authentic life to me, and if I live a more authentic life, I'm going to hopefully help the people in my circle also do the same thing and put energy towards what matters to them, right? So you're in a sense you're living a very selfless life. So, what do you give a fuck about? Answer the question, right? What do you give a fuck about? Once you figure that out, that's where your energy needs to go. Not put towards all these other external things that in reality don't matter, right? In the documentary is Self the Art of Not Giving a Bleep by Mark Manson again. He talks about multiple examples in his life where so many folks, they focus on like materialistic things. They focus on, having a nice car, the nice house, the nice this, the nice that, the best friends, all this type of stuff. But, when it comes to your deathbed, when it comes to your grave, all it becomes dust in the wind, right? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, right? All that matters at the end of the day is the effect you had on other people and is the effect you made on this planet, right? It's the legacy that you leave. That's what's going to last, right? No one's going to care at the end of the day if you drove a nice car. No one's going to care at the end of the day if you own a nice house. They won't remember that. They'll remember how you made people feel. And how you can make people feel is by yourself living an authentic life, is by yourself focusing on the things that you truly give a bleep about. If you do that, again, you're going to help your social circle live a better life, right? You're going to surround yourself with people that they want to grow, but they also want to see you grow as well and be successful. Versus on the flip side, if you give too many bleeps about too much stuff in life, again, you're not going to have enough to come back into you, and you're not going to be able to build the life and build the self that you want. So at the end of the day, I'm just past 10 minutes right now. It's kind of like a mild rant, I get that, but again, I mentioned this 5 or 6 minutes ago. Take some time, write down the 2, 3, 4-ish or 5 things that you truly give a shit about, or give a, bad word bleep about, right? Write those things down. Review them every single day, and review, how am I making an impact on these things? What am I doing every day to build these couple little buckets up in my life to build the life that I want? Because that's what in my life truly matters to me, right? Again, maybe you value having an awesome car or a big house. If you do, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. Or maybe you value just having a more modest house and a modest car, but a big, great family. That's great too. The point is what matters to you. At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Because it's what's going to make you happy. And it's gonna what make the people in your life happy. It's what's gonna help them grow, and it's what's gonna help the people in their lives grow. So, give a bleep about what matters to you. Anyway, as always, I hope these videos just help you, make you think differently, right? I truly hope they just make you think differently. They make you, just take a step back and kind of reevaluate your thought process in your life. So as always, please feel free to shoot me an email, flyinghealthcoach@gmail.com. Happy to talk, happy to listen, happy to bounce ideas off you, happy to just help you get to where you want to go, or at least take the steps to get to where you want to go. And as always,